keep on winning.
Thanks!
Baki. I remember that 1994 OVA like it was yesterday. Our boy Baki, smiling in the face of danger and happily kicking ass. Seriously, he does smile a lot on this. He seems like a happy guy. He must love fighting. That's what I initially thought until I watched Baki the Grappler. Oh boy. How are we gonna introduce this one? Baki the Grappler is the perfect place to start if you want to get into the Baki franchise. I know I said that about the OVA, but I only said that because the OVA covers the first chapters. But on a chronological standpoint, this anime is a good place to start because it actually starts from his childhood. So yeah, Baki the Grappler is an adaptation of the manga Grappler Baki by Keisuke Itagawa. It was serialized in the Weekly Shonen Champion in October 1991. Baki the Grappler was released in January 8, 2001, and was animated by Group TAC, which filed for bankruptcy in 2010. However, according to my research, the anime was actually produced by Free Will, a music record label, which doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure which company produced the anime, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it was produced by Free Will and distributed by Group TAC, or maybe it was a collaboration, who knows. But I think it being a collaboration makes the most sense. If any of you guys know which studio actually produced the anime and who did what, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, so Baki the Grappler is about Baki's childhood. Baki trains and fights every day. Both his training and his fights are usually set up by his mother? Yeah, his mom basically sets him up to fight dangerous people. Mother of the year, am I right? Anyway, when he fights, his opponents seem to become more and more dangerous. He goes from fighting common street thugs that his mother sent after him to going up against deadly mercenaries, which I'm pretty sure his mother had nothing to do with. I would hope not. He goes through all of this just to defeat one person, his father. So, since the manga has been going on for a decade before this anime even came out, there is no filler to be seen here. Everything is 100% canon, 100 straight adaptation. So yeah, the anime isn't even that long. It only has like 24 episodes. So I want to talk about the characters. Let's start with Baki. In this anime, Baki is completely different from the way he was in the OVA. We see more emotion. He isn't always overconfident. We see instances of fear and uncertainty, which makes sense. He's a kid forcing himself to fight a giant man-ape. Yeah, we'll get to that later. This anime even covers everything that happened during the 1994 OVA. And even then, it doesn't feel the same as the OVA because you know everything he's been through as a kid. So yeah, you have more of an understanding as you rewatch the OVA in new animated format, which is this anime. Or this anime's version of the OVA, I guess I should have said. Yeah. So let's go through all this bullshit just so he could be as strong as his father. Oh, let's talk about his father. Yujiro Hanma, father of Baki Hanma. This dude is insane, and that is just an understatement. Not only is he the strongest fighter in the series, he might be the strongest creature in the world. He seems unbeatable, unstoppable. Baki's supposed to live up to this monstrosity of a fighter. This kid is even trying to become... This kid's trying to become stronger than a demon. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's trying to fight for his father's love. He won't get his father's love until he beats him in a fight. Baki's father, Yujiro Hanma, wanted Baki to become strong like him so he could have a worthy opponent. Sounds like Akuma. Anyway, that's literally the only reason why he had a son, to fight him. And they say Goku's a terrible father. Holy shit. This is the beginning of Baki's journey, so you can imagine Yujiro might not find him worthy enough, and shit hits the fan really badly for our boy Baki. So, this is a very interesting type of story. As I said before, it's a great place to start if you want to get into Baki. We get to watch as Baki gets stronger and stronger. The weirdest part of this anime is that we know some of this stuff they do is impossible, but they make it seem possible. It makes sense. you know it can happen, but it's so believable. They make it make sense. And sometimes I even have doubts about what I'm saying right now. Can I actually do this? Like seriously, can I manipulate the adrenaline in my body so I can kick ass and not feel any pain while doing so? Not to mention how in depth they go with some of the martial arts skills and feats. If you love martial arts, you're gonna want to watch this. It's like Kenichi on steroids. Oh, I didn't talk about Kenichi yet. Yeah, I might do that in the future. We'll see about that. Let's talk about the animation style. I noticed two types of animation styles as I watched this show. Unfortunately, I can't give the proper credit because I don't know who did what, but I'll explain the best I can. So the two types of animation. The first type I noticed is used throughout the majority of the series. So we all know when animes are made, character designs are created, right? And basically, it's like a character sheet. How the character looks, their size, their face, their structure, whatever. This animation style sticks with their character design perfectly. However, the fight scenes are garbage. They use a heavy use of still shots for impact. So it's a lack of animation, basically. It's kind of like the 1997 Berserk anime. Yeah, not that good. But the second one is the complete opposite. The characters are completely off model. They look nothing like they usually do. Their faces are weird, but the animation is on point. It's very fluid. So it's like a double-edged sword with this anime. It doesn't really bother you that much. The story's good, so it's still worth sitting through. Let's talk about the music. The music on the show sounds like something out of the late 90s, which makes sense considering the anime was released in 2001, so it's not that far from the 90s. I kind of like the music though. It gives that makes the anime feel like it's a product of the time that it actually is, like that street feel. I don't know if any of you guys play Streets of Rage, or even watch Street Fighter 2V, the anime. The music reminds me of that, so I like it. It's pretty interesting. So let's talk about the opening and ending theme songs. The opening song for this anime is called I Believe, which was performed by the late Ayagi Ryoko. I like this opening. It's a good song to listen to when you're at the gym. Great muscle motivator. I mean, he's lifting weights on the fucking intro. I mean, doing push-ups and pull-ups on the intro, so yeah. There's a second version of this opening. It basically changes the visuals because the anime has a time skip. So it matches the time skip. Now, the ending theme is Reborn, performed by Kojima Sachiko. The ending theme is real smooth, like it reminds me of late 90s, early 2000s R&B. The ending sequence showcases most of Baki's opponents, showing them off as obstacles to overcome in pursuit of the force that hovers above him, his father. By the way, I think I'm going to put fun facts at the end of each video. So yeah, fun fact, this anime isn't as short as you think it is, because Baki the Grappler has a second season, Baki the Grappler Maximum Tournament. What, you thought you could have a martial arts anime without a tournament arc? Ha! Baki the Grappler Maximum Tournament. You can look at this as the season 2 of Baki the Grappler, since it continues where the previous season left off. This season began on July 23rd, 2001, about a month after the previous season ended. So, what's this one about, you ask? Simple. Before I start, I'm going to assume that you at least finished the first season of this. Or, if you've seen the OVA, it's not going to be that much of a spoiler because the OVA, you already know Baki is, you know, what position he holds in that underground arena that they held in OVA. Because the first anime that's covered up, if you have not seen OVA, spoiler alert. So, the summary. Baki Hanma is the current undefeated champion of the underground tournament. Now Baki has to defend his title against some of the greatest martial artists in the world in the Maximum Tournament. So, as brutal as it was, Season 1 is only training compared to this season. It's as it sounds, a tournament arc. This arc lasts 24 episodes like the first season. Add both seasons together and you have a total of 48 episodes. So that's a good amount. So yeah, this tournament arc isn't just focused on Baki. Since there's so many other fighters, you get to see other characters take the spotlight for the majority of this arc. This is a good thing. We get to see all of the other martial artists and their brutal techniques. Some of these matches are just straight up martial arts matches, and you get to see them test their skill against each other. And some other fights are just savagely brutal. might wince just a teensy weeny bit while watching it. You know, it's a typical shattering bones, nerves being pulled from the body, necks snapping, flesh being bit off of the bone, men being flattened, apes! Fucking apes! What is this tournament? The conclusion of this anime isn't what you expect. This anime doesn't end at the tournament arc. There's a special episode dedicated to Yujiro Hanma's childhood, or his youth, because he wasn't really a child. So, yeah, his youth. So, let's talk about the opening and ending themes of this season. The opening and ending themes are both performed by Ryoko Aoyagi, who performed the opening of the first season. So the opening theme is called All Alone. And this is possibly one of the worst anime openings I've ever seen in my entire life. The CGI, it's weird. I know it's a product of its time, but Jesus Christ. Even they had to have known that it was ugly. I don't even know why they even chose CGI for this. Well, what was wrong with the first intro? Stop. I'm not even, I'm not the kind of guy that skips anime openings, but this one, I had to. It's just straight garbage. I'm not saying that the song was bad, even though the song isn't for me, but just the visuals was just straight trash. Get this out of my face. But the ending theme is called Loved. Not only is this song better than the opening song in my opinion, but the actual ending is pretty interesting. It shows all the participants in the tournament. Throughout the season, if a character is eliminated during the episodes, their pictures will be blacked out on the actual ending when it shows the roster of the tournament. So you get to know who's in the tournament and who's out of the tournament, who's been eliminated at the end of every episode. So it's pretty cool. On the very final episodes, the visuals on this ending was replaced with scenes of that episode I told you about with Yujiro Hanma's youth rampaging as a kid. So you don't get to see the fighters since the tournament's over. It's just Yujiro doing Yujiro stuff. But yeah, fun fact, I like Baki.